What's up, BUHS? Today is Friday, and welcome to another episode. This is the final one of the year for us.
Buhs-Tv with the heat and a little beat, coming with that concrete news for those big views. Never come confused, leaving like you're amused, like your eyes is glued.
Yeah. We cook and stew, always gotta pursue. Never go to drive-thrus, only with the news crew. Always got the top brew, making you turn a screw. Give you a good view, but don't come with the flu. Chill.
Yeah, we back on the track, always going back to back, never slacking in school, never think you're uncool, sitting on a big stool, balling like I'm Jordan Poole. Yeah, you know, we rule, shout out to Mr. Moore, he makes us lick the floors and always shut his doors.
Like you got a big snore, gotta go shut the drawer, never come to ignore, you'll have a big score, gotta go shut the door to my core class while I'm looking through the glass, heard you had a little sass.
This Saturday, the 13th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., come on over to 60 Austin Drive for this week's Winners Farmers Market, where there will be local produce and more. On to sports with CJ. Wow, Damien, you're real slow with this, huh?
Wow, you want to reform yourself from saying the mean thing?
All right, welcome to sports. Jared Mayo has replaced Bill Belichick as the head coach of the New England Patriots. Jared Mayo is now the youngest head coach in the NFL, and Bill Belichick is now a free agent coach. In other words, Nick Saban has also retired from coaching after coaching since 2007 with 6 national titles and a 12-year span. Now, back to the desk.
The Latches Theater has new up-and-coming movies and old classics returning to the big screen.
What?
Buy some popcorn and soda and come
No
watch
way.
a musical, Wonka, starring Timothy Chalamet, and a new animated kids movie, Migration, about a family of ducks, which has a character voiced by Danny DeVito,
What?
Detective Pikachu, and The Color Purple. The Latches Theater is located 50 Main Street, Brattleboro, Vermont. Tickets range from $8 to $12 per person.
Rip off.
And here's a documentary made by Damien, Jack, and Dylan.
So I don't have a ton of perspective on that because I've only been working here since January, so I've been here for about a year. And prior to that, I've over at BAMS as a math teacher. But I can speak to how kind of we solve problems now, and in that I really appreciate our student-focused way of handling problems, where we're always trying to build relationships and make connections and really work to the root of the problem. I think we're all still finding kind of our scope of how much is too much, or where the line is sometimes. But I really appreciate that it's always for the students and wanting to see the best for everybody here. I love being at the high school. This is definitely my most enjoyable and interesting job that I've ever had. Being at the middle school, I never thought I would be over here one day. I always thought I was going to work in the middle school, and then this opportunity arose, and so I jumped on it and took it just to try a new adventure, and I think it's gone really well. There's some really challenging moments and times where you're knocking your head saying, man, what's going on, or like, how do you solve this problem? But in general, just this idea of working with students who are looking to further just like what they're going to be doing in life, and just getting a very different perspective and ability to communicate that has changed my perspective on working with just an older student and in a very different role than I was in. Yeah, so I mean, my plan at the moment is I want to stay in this job. I really enjoy it. It's a tremendous opportunity to work with an incredible admin team, and also to be able to work with just the amazing staff in this building, and then to interact with all students. I will say over the next couple months, it's going to be telling to kind of see how the interviewing and hiring process goes. That's always really there's a lot of pressure in those moments where I'm an interim, Miss Parker is an interim, Miss Lane's an interim, and so that can really make things a little bit more complicated. But I know that we're super committed to our students, and we're super committed to these positions, and we love the progress we've been making, and so hopefully we can all stay on board, and hopefully we can continue to build on the amazing progress we have had this year. But we'll see what happens over the next couple months.
It's changed a lot. So in terms of just the structure, when I came on as dean, Mr. Perrin, Mr. Day, and Mr. Betts were the principal and assistant principals. And obviously our admin team looks completely different other than myself, 2 or 3 years later. I think we have shifted to using more like restorative practices as opposed to punitive consequences, and really tried to be more collaborative in our problem solving. Well, just to be clear, I've done all of the jobs. But they've all helped, and I think, like when I was dean of students, I learned a lot about connecting with students and sort of what worked. When I was interim principal last year, I, learned more about that role. And, going back to the AP role, they all work together to get the job done.
Yeah.
So I think it's really helpful to kind of have that perspective of the roles and responsibilities of each position, because that is really helpful.
Yeah.
So that helps me to do my job as AP. No, I mean, I'm happy here. My position is not interim, so I plan on staying. My not being interim essentially means like I'm here if I want to be here. So I'm happy here, and I do hope to be here for years to come.
So I think I'm one of the newest members of our team to BUHS, and I think we're all fairly new. And we had our introductory year last year, and this year I think we're more a cohesive team, and we all have a common goal about seeing the school feel safe, high academic achievement, and a fun environment. I have loved every single job that I have had. I will say that working at BUHS takes a focus and an energy that is different from the jobs that I've had before. I love this community, and given the opportunity, I would like to see myself stay at BUHS.
All right.
Okay, so I wasn't here in 2020, so I'm not sure what the setup was at that point. My first year in this building was 21-22, and I came as a social worker in special education. And obviously it's changed a lot since then. So in the 3 years I've been here, I think I'm the 4th principal in 3 years who's been like the acting or interim principal. And obviously Miss Lane came in 2 years ago, Mr. Brewer came in actually almost exactly 1 year ago. I went from dean of students last year to assistant principal to interim principal this year. I think for me this year's been great in that we have the same 4 people in place that we had last year, so the new learning that has to take place isn't as evident, hopefully. Does that answer that question? I am hoping to stay, so they are going to do a search for the new permanent principal, and I am planning on applying for that. So I started my career as a high school social studies teacher, and then I was a school counselor in everything from pre-K through 8th grade, and then a social worker here, and then I got my clinical mental health counseling license a couple years ago. And I think that all of those positions have led me to a place where I am a really good listener, and I'm a really good problem solver, so I can take opportunities to work with people to kind of work through problems and figure out how we can come out the other end with a solution that works for everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
all.
Hello, everybody. On Saturday, January 13th, 11 to 2 p.m., Brooks Memorial Library, located at 224 Main Street, Brattleboro, Vermont. Bring any works of progress of sewing, knitting, etc., and companionship will be provided. In the event it open to the public, you do not need to buy a ticket to get in. On to the world news with Jack.
Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I'm Jack, on the World News. So, we were going to be talking about the lady that passed away on TikTok. I did forget her name. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. I am blanking on her name. I'm sorry. She was a very good cook. Lee Jean was her name, actually. And she was a very good cook. But on to the real stuff. O.J. Mayo, head coach for the Patriots after we get rid of Bill Belichick. Come on, man. That ain't right, Patriots. Belichick can't part ways after 25 seasons like that. For a man that's 30 years younger. Come on now. Get something straight going. We need a better team. We need a better organization. Wake up, Robert Kraft. Back to the desk.
R.I.P. to that unknown soul.
So on Monday, April 1st at 7:30 p.m. and on Tuesday, April 2nd, 9:30 p.m., come and see Olivia Rodrigo in concert at TD Garden. This is located at 100 Legends Way in Boston, Mass. Ticket prices range from $445 to $1,154. But on Wednesday, September 13th, tickets will be on sale at 8:30 p.m. Get your tickets while they're available. And on to weather with Dante.
Hello, today is the weather. And here on Monday, we have, it's going to be cloudy. There's a little bit of sunshine. High of 36, low of 18. No, wait, I'm reading it backwards. Thursday, it will be cloudy, 40 high, 28 low. Friday will be cloudy, again, with 42 high and 30 low. On Saturday, it will be 47 high, it will be raining, and 26 low. And on Sunday, it will be sunny with a chance of cloudiness, 31 high, 21 low. And Monday will be cloudy and sunny with 36 high, 18 low. Back to the desk.
All right, so we have a quick little announcement here. So the Student Council presents a School Spirit Week for the finals week. It's only 3 days, only 3 things. So Tuesday, it will be anything but a backpack day. And then as we go into Wednesday, it'll be a gray outfit day, so like gray sweatpants, a gray sweatshirt, anything gray. And then Thursday, PJ day. Wear your full PJs, maybe some slippers, put some slippers on. Bedtime. And now on to James with another announcement.
All right. On Saturday, January 13th, at the community meeting room from 1 to 3 p.m., join the discussion about MLK Day and what it takes to build a movement for racial justice led by AWARE, a group of students of color that work to raise consciousness in them and their community. And on to funny news with Chase. What the fuck was that?
I'm Chase with the funny news, and you guys already know that though. A man crashed his car outside of a Bass Pro Shops in Alabama, and then proceeded to strip down nude and do a cannonball into the fish tank.
In Bama?
Cowboy, you said howdy?
Out down in Bama?
I actually seen the video. He was swimming around, and then he tried climbing out, and he just belly flopped, naked, straight on the floor.
Really?
What?
Directly on the floor, just slapped.
I guess he was like standing under a waterfall, and he got out of the waterfall to like yell at some police officers and got back in the water.
Now, Cowboy, do we have any backstory on this or why this would be happening?
Because it's Bama, baby.
Let us know.
Roll Tide, Bama.
Crimson Tide,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
Bama.
Hell yeah,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
On to
That was
the next
some
announcement.
real funny
Yeah,
news.
on to the next announcement.
Back on to this.
Bill Belichick.
Hey, this is mine. This is
Little
mine.
Belichick.
Bill Belichick and the Patriots part ways after 25 long years of 7 Super Bowls, 31 playoff wins.
31.
302 regular season
302.
wins.
Golly.
Who knows where he could end up? But
302.
somewhere with money, I'll tell you that. And here is a documentary made by Blaze, Dakota, CJ, and Dante.
My name is Nancy Weiss, and I'm the director of the Wyndham Regional Career Center. I am in charge of 11 programs here at the center, plus exploratory, or we call it foundations, and a math teacher and an English teacher. Sure, there's a culinary program here which teaches you to work in a restaurant, and there's a foods program at the high school which teaches you to cook at home. So the difference is, do you want to be a professional chef or a house manager for a restaurant or a hotel? Or are you just interested in learning how to cook various meals at home for your family? So recently, Chef Dave came to me and said, could I take my students to Springfield to the Golden Ladle competition? And I said, absolutely, sign them right up.
We made a salad with sliced Honeycrisp apple, red pear, pomegranate with a lemon vinaigrette, mustard vinaigrette. And that was the starter. The main course was a pan-seared loin of pork over sauteed green beans with a side of smashed potatoes. The dessert were chocolate-covered and stuffed dates enrobed in a dark chocolate on a bed of freshly whipped cream and chopped pecans.
So a competition in May, I believe, is in Poughkeepsie, and we did win in Springfield, but we have a lot of room to improve for nationals because me and a few other students in culinary finished our competition and watched some footage from nationals. So they were doing a lot of good stuff. So we have to prepare and get ready.
Sure. So, how is it different to send culinary to the nationals versus to Springfield for the regionals? The regionals was just simply a bus ride on one of our vehicles or a truck ride or whatever. But the nationals means that you're going to go to Poughkeepsie. It means that you will need to spend the night there, at least one night and maybe two. In order to have travel time and setup time and to feel comfortable and prepared and be well rested. That's all really important to me because I would love to see you guys win or our team win. So we will definitely find the funding to do all of that. There is not an airport near Poughkeepsie for you guys to fly to that's really reasonable in terms of, well, it saves you much time to fly to Poughkeepsie. So what we'll do is we'll figure out how to get you there comfortably, not in a school bus, hopefully not in a school truck, and with all of your equipment and everything that you need. You're also going to need new uniforms. Did you know that?
I did.
So you are going to need whites instead of blacks. So we will need to get you white jackets and black and white pants, chef pants or professional pants, and then we'll make sure that you have the right foot attire and we will send you off to competitions. So one of the things about career and technical ed is that the regulations read that there can't be any barriers to students participating. So that means that if you don't have the appropriate foot attire and for your professional placement, and you can't afford to buy that for some reason, and it can be any number of reasons. You might be saving for college, or you might be saving for your first apartment, or could be anything. So anyway, you could have gotten a flat tire last week and have had to buy a new set of tires. So when that comes up, we make that happen. And that's part of what I build into our budget. And I want to make sure that everybody can go and everybody can be successful while they're there. So I think it's really important.
I'm Blaze Weiss. I'm a student at the culinary program in the WRCC. Specifically me, in the one we went to Springfield, I made a salad with lettuce, spinach, and arugula. It had a mustard lemon vinaigrette in it, whatever that means. And it was topped with fanned pears and apples, and mixed in it was sunflower seeds and pomegranate seeds. I'm fairly confident that we did pretty good. We were basically the only ones that finished on time. And we still didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare, but we did what we could, but always room for improvement. I've been in the culinary program since I was a junior, which was last year, and I'm going to finish up this year. I'm thinking about it, I'm certified. I have an OSHA certification, so if I would like to be in that career path, it'd be easier for me to get into it, but time will tell.
This is my 5th year in the culinary program. I love this program.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything you heard?
I know that that the program needed some help, and I'm glad to come here and provide that help. Well, the Golden Ladle competition in summer is a competition where one person has to fabricate a chicken and create a stock, whilst the other individuals create a starter, a main course, and a dessert within a 1-hour time frame. I believe there were 6 teams in total. I thought there were 7, but it turns out that there were 6. The WRCC, our team, won the competition, the Golden Ladle.
It was already pretty stressful for Springfield, but we realized that was pretty low stakes, even though we won. But nationals is a whole different thing, so we definitely gotta start gearing up. I think we're gonna start preparing in January and take pretty much that whole time to get all nice and prepared for national.
Because we won, we have been invited to the national competition in Poughkeepsie at the Culinary Institute of America. The one we just did was a light version of the final version, meaning that the rules and regulations that pertain to that particular cook-off were much less than the rules and regulations that will be at the official cook-off at the Invitational in Poughkeepsie in March at the Culinary Institute of America. I have no idea on the odds of winning this particular competition.
Okay.
I just know that we won what we won, and we did a good job doing it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We out.
Breaking news! Nick Saban has officially retired from coaching after a whopping 51-year coaching career. His record as a coach is 292 wins, 71 losses, and 1 tie. Also, as a head coach, he coached 4 Heisman winners and won 7 national championships, 6 with Alabama and 1 with LSU. On to Justin with another.
Calling all pizza lovers. In this class, we'll be making pizza dough using the Eritrean bread in 5 minutes a day technique. This will be held at Brattleboro Food Co-op on Saturday, January 13th at 10:30 a.m. On to James.
Oh, this Saturday, Bruce Jackies will be performing live at Cousins at 39 Mount Snow Road, Westover, Vermont, from 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I think that name is Jax, now that I think about it. And on to Blaze with the special.
Hello, everybody. As you may know, it's the last broadcast of this semester for our class. I'm just trying to gather people's thoughts on it.
you have any thoughts on it?
Oh, it's sad. It's sad.
It is sad.
No more from us at least. But you'll
That's right.
you'll next semester.
I will be. I'll be in TV too, but I'm gonna miss this class dearly. You know, I miss getting trash thrown at me. Anyways, I'll see you next semester. Back to the desk.
Justin, that's
Oh,
you actually, buddy. You're JU. I'm
Today
JA.
at 7 p.m., head on down to Pioneer Valley Brewery in Turner's Falls, Mass. for karaoke to either sing or sit and enjoy the nice music.
The nice music.
Peace out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a good day.